breeze, big brave pants riding with ease.
Hello, we're here again in Big Brave Pants headquarters, Tales from the Hayloft. We've got another lovely episode for you with our lovely guest, Emma Roderick, isn't it? Have I pronounced that correctly?
That's correct.
Good, brilliant, thank you. So I was really worried that I'd have a bit of a brain issue.
Like complete blank.
No, you said it absolutely fine.
Good. You know what it's like when you meet someone and you go, I know that person, but I cannot recall their name. Anyway, to say thank you so much, Emma, for coming.
You're welcome.
So what we like to do with our chats in Tales from the Hayloft is just really find out everything we can about you. But first off, starting off with your horsey journey or your pony journey, when did that start? Was it when you were little? How did that all begin?
So it did start when I was little. So as you can tell by my accent, I'm not a native of the New Forest.
No.
I am originally from South Wales,
Yeah.
so between Swansea and the Brecon Beacons. I grew up on my grandparents' farm. We had a 64-acre farm.
Lovely.
My grandparents had predominantly beef cattle. We had 90 beef cattle. And when I was 8, I had my first pony. And it was just an amazing life up at my grandparents' farm. My first pony we bought from a sales called Llanybydder in mid Wales.
Must have been a Welsh pony.
It was a little section A. So there I was, 8-year-old, and my granddad was like, "Let's get Emma a unbroken, just halter broken section A, 3-year-old, and we break it ourselves." So
Did they have a horsey background?
So my granddad has got a horsey background. So he grew up in a place called Aberavon, which is by Port Talbot, and he used to do the milk float in the local area, and he used to farm on the sea as well.
Yeah.
So he had all that knowledge, and he brought it to the farm, and he helped me break in this young horse, and we had lots and lots of adventures and lots of falling off. And so my first pony, Tiffany, she was grey, section A.
I was going to say, was she grey?
Yeah. She was a little pudding, and lots and lots of adventures around the farm. 64 acres. I had lots and lots of places to play around in as well, which was great. And then I had my second pony. He was a bit more of a character. Again, I think he was more of a section C type, and he was quite robust. He had quite a character, so he was quite opposite to Tiffany, and he taught me how to stay on.
And what was his name?
So his name was Chester.
Okay.
So he was only about 12-1, 12-2.
Yeah.
But he was very firm. He bolted quite a lot.
I have to say, there's section C's that I have met in my and B's pony club teaching days quite often do that.
Yeah, they're quite opinionated, aren't they?
The section A's are quite sort of stubborn more.
I think they have a real sense of humour.
Yeah.
So then I went to my local riding school just to progress a little bit more, and went to pony club. I didn't do very well in pony club, so then I went back, and we had a few more ponies, and I bred my first pony at age 16. And
what was that? I'm guessing you might be working your way up.
So these are still Welshes.
Yeah,
so these
are
all
to
still
a
Welsh.
section D yet?
No, not yet. That's a little bit later on. So again, another section C. So I bought Honey. Well, my grandparents bought me Honey, and she was further up the valley, brought her back, and we have had her put in foal, and she produced my first mare called Sugar. And really interesting, I actually saw Sugar up in David Broom's last summer, and she's 25.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she's helping
lovely.
these 2 young boys learn how to ride and do competitions, etc. So that was really, really nice.
She just turned up there?
So I was actually judging at SWPA up in David Broom's. My friend invited me over to judge, and she came into the class, and then obviously I couldn't judge the class because I'd bred her, and somebody else had to come in and judge. And I went up to the owners later and introduced myself, and it was really, really nice to see her and how well she's progressed, etc.
So how long did you have her?
So I bred her she was foaled in 2000, And then I had her until 2013.
Oh, so you had a very good part of her life then.
So I brought her
lovely
in,
to
and
see her.
we did quite a few things together, some low-level dressage, etc. And then, because she was quite small, she was barely 14 hands, so I did sell her, and she went to another girl who was actually a twin, and they did quite a bit of show jumping in the local area. But whilst I had her, whilst she up until the age of 13, she went into foal as well. And she produced 2 foals, and one actually got sold to Romsey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from South Wales, which is really coincidental.
Goodness.
And then he got sold to Petersfield, did quite a lot of Lautrec.
Yeah.
And he's a bit further up the country now, so he's still being ridden. Bertie is 2004, so he's 21. He's going to be 22 this year, so he's still being ridden. A bit more of a lower work life for him, but yeah, he's very much loved. I get lots of pictures through, which is really, really nice as well. So yeah, that was really good. I've got my granddad bought some other ponies as well, again from Llanfair Horse Sale, so that's Llanfair Horse Sale's got a lot to answer for. And we bought one of my current mares up there, and she was 3-year-old, and me and my friend were up there with my granddad, and we were just by the ring, so it's an old farmer's mart, Llanfair is, and you go and bid, and me and my friend were there, and my granddad kept putting his hand up, and and we came back with Rosie. So Rosie's my first Section D. And she was in for with Derwin Abacus, which is a black stallion, Welsh Cob stallion, and she foaled in 2011, and I've still got her daughter now, which is up in the New Forest with me, and broke them both in when they're at the suitable age. Just done a lot of riding in Wales, lots of hacking. We've got beautiful hacks back in Wales. And then I did sell Rosie about a little while ago, and she went to Newbury. She got sold to Newbury, and then she 2 years ago, actually today, she came back to me. And yeah, she's been with me ever since the New Forest.
So had you always wanted to get her back?
I was in contact with her owner, and her owner's circumstances changed, and the owner reached out to me and saw if I wanted to take her on, and I did, so which is really nice.
I've got a question actually about the one that you saw at the David Broom Centre.
Yes.
Do you think she knew you? Because I'm always fascinated because that's after quite a gap, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It was absolutely quite a big gap, and I think she did. I think because of they pick up on scents, etc. I think she did. I think it took a while for her to process who I was, but she allowed me into her space, etc. And it might have come with her a little bit later on, but I think she definitely knew who I was.
So I always feel when I've seen horses that I haven't seen for a while that they do know you, but I've never had one sort of for that length of time and then that big a gap and then met them again. So I'd love to, I really hope they do remember us.
Yeah, I think they should. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a lot of time spent with them, isn't it?
Definitely.
So I've got a question actually about Welshies. So obviously you know a lot about Welsh ponies.
Yeah.
What are the height ranges, and what is the main differences between a Section A, a Section B, C, D?
So so as you described, there's 4 sections, actually 5 sections.
What's the other one then?
So Section E, which is geldings.
I've never heard of that.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And then you've also got partbreds as well.
Yeah.
So to all of those sections you described, they're full bred.
Yeah.
And so Section A is Welsh Pony, and it's usually got a height range of up to 12 hands.
Yeah.
Then Section B is of riding type. And they tend to be quite thinner, quite finer, quite finer. A lot of show ponies tend to be.
They always look to me like they're sort of shrunk down racehorses.
Yes, exactly that. And a lot of mounted games ponies tend to have Section B within them. Then you've got your Section Cs, which are Welsh ponies of cob type. So they look
Right.
like a smaller version of the Section Ds.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Section Ds, which have actually got no upper height limits.
Okay.
So you've
really?
got like the Meister Mynachs, they tend to go up to 16, 16.2.
Oh wow.
Because
Yeah, I
traditionally
didn't know. I
you would
thought-
think of Section Ds finishing 14.2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there
okay.
are some higher
And a
as well.
section C would go up to,
Around 14.
yeah. Oh,
So,
okay.
and have you got a prefix for the ones you've bred then? Is that
So the mother, so I got a mother and daughter. So the mare that we bought back in 2010, she's got a prefix. She's got a Tinnebryn prefix. So she's from North Wales.
Right.
But my other mare, Bree, she doesn't have a prefix.
okay? Because is it like the New Forest ponies? The breeders have their prefix.
Yes,
don't
that's
they?
right.
the same.
Yeah, and so with the Welsh cobs, they choose their prefix.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
always
So you know
wanted
which.
to choose a prefix, but I didn't go if I'd got as far as having some ponies out. But I didn't. I gave up with that idea before I got to that point, sadly. But yeah.
So you talked about judging as well. So
Yes.
is that something you within the Welsh breeds that you judge? Or?
So I've just judged locally in like pony clubs,
Yeah.
riding clubs, etc. back in Wales. And then last year, one of my friends reached out to me and asked if I could judge up at SWPA
Yeah.
in David Broom's, and yeah, it was really good, really interesting to go up there because it was the first time I'd been to David Broom's. It's a lot bigger than the other places that I have judged before, and yeah, really good experience.
But these are showing classes.
Yes, showing
For
classes.
the
So-
Welsh.
So no, it wasn't Welsh.
Oh, okay.
It was more of the novelty classes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Because I always think they have a tough job, don't they, in the breed club?
Yeah.
Like we went to the Connemara breed show last year, and like the top class, they all look pretty much the same to me.
Yeah.
But obviously the judge can see.
Yeah.
The differences in their
differences,
conformation
yeah.
and build and
But-
stamp, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like, David Broom? I mean, God, I can remember David Broom so much when we were growing up and Horse of the Year show and show jumping. I bet that was amazing going there, wasn't it? Or have you been there quite a lot?
No, it was my first time being there.
Oh, what was it like?
And we went to it. So I drove in, and you've got a big arena on the right hand side there's two actually massive arenas. On the right hand side, it's set up with show jumping and a little bit of arena eventing within there, and then you've got the clubhouse, and then to the left they were doing the concourse classes.
Okay.
They were doing more of the in-hand and the ridden classes, and they were also doing some evening performances later on in the evening as well.
Oh, how
I really
lovely.
should find out though, because it's very close to my mum and
Yeah.
dad and my sister where they
Yeah.
live, and I've never been.
Yeah.
I should look what
And it's not far
classes
from the
they've got.
bridge.
No, it
either.
really
Yeah.
isn't. And I know loads of people go to the show jumping shows. I think over several days are really good fun. I know a lot of the sort of local teenagers and children go up for those and love it. So
Yeah, he was like one of
I
my
must find
heroes
out.
growing up. And what was his sister? Liz Edgar, wasn't it, with his sister?
I
And
don't know all those show
yeah,
jumping
Liz
greats,
Edgar, and
don't
then you had Harvey Smith, didn't you? And Caroline Bradley was my absolute favourite, and my absolute favourite horse was Tigray, which is a grey. Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
were the
I
days.
digress. Yeah.
Probably before you were born.
No, yeah. The one I remember is Stroller, and I understand he's
Oh.
buried down in Barton-on-Sea.
I don't know,
Oh,
but
is it?
he's definitely from a more local family.
Yes.
That had
Who
those.
wrote him? Marion's? No.
Yeah, Marion Courts.
That's
wasn't
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he was only little, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Famous
Incredible.
horses. Anyway, I digress, as I
know.
say. I can't bring it back. I bring it back. So you grew up in Swansea, between Swansea and
The Brecon Beacons.
The Brecon
up in
Beacons.
the Swansea Valley.
Swansea Valley. Okay, and that was always at your grandparents' farm, or
No, so I've got my mother and father as well, but I spent most of my time
Yeah.
up at my grandparents' farm.
lovely.
Which is amazing.
How Well, what you were describing earlier with your little pony and going all around that ride, it reminds me of a book I used to read as a child, and it was this child that had this little pony on the family farm, and she just used to go riding all around it and all their adventures. I think that must have been like your lifestyle, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we had a big hay barn, so we spent hours in the hay barn and spending time with the cattle and going to farm sales, etc.
Yeah.
It was just a really, really great
I just loved to
time.
have grown up
Yeah,
on a farm.
it was
Yeah.
amazing. I was very, very lucky.
Cattle, I like cattle actually. Where we keep our horses, they've got cattle. So they, funny enough, they've got is it the Sussex, the red Sussex cattle, but they've also got some Vanals, which is a rare breed, which is a Welsh breed.
Oh,
Oh.
They're quite feisty.
Oh,
Yes.
most Welsh things are.
Right. Duly noted, Emma. Duly noted.
I felt that was a bit of a warning.
No.
Trembling now, trembling.
We're
Oh
joking.
dear. So, but you're here with us now in
I
the
am,
New Forest.
yes.
So, when did that move happen?
So that happened in August 2018.
Right.
So prior to me moving, I worked in a local tack shop for 12 years after I
Right.
finished university.
Yeah.
So I was fitting hats, body protectors, advising people with feeds and equine products, and then I was also building up a small base of freelance work with teaching, clipping, a little bit of farm sitting, etc. And
So, sorry
Sorry,
for
it's okay.
interrupting you. Did you do your BHS qualifications or?
yes, I did.
Yeah.
So after I finished school, I went to an equine college and I did the old BTEC National Diploma
Yeah.
in Wales. So I finished that, and then I wanted to progress further. So I was looking for options, and I moved to Cornwall.
Okay.
And I went to the Duchy Estate and I did a foundation degree in equine sports performance, and I gained my PTT
Okay. Yeah.
and BHS qualifications, and then I finished it off in Aberystwyth University with a bachelor's degree in equine studies, and then progressed on to the tack shop and
Yeah.
a little bit of freelance work.
Brilliant.
Oh, so what was it? You say the Duchy, the
Duchy
estate.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that like? Was that?
Stunning.
Yeah,
I
it was
think.
absolutely beautiful.
Was it?
So it's on the border between Cornwall and Devon.
Yeah.
And it was very rural, very
Yeah.
very rural. There's a bus
Yeah.
like once, maybe twice a week going past. So it was really good. So I lived on site and we spent a lot of time mucking out with the horses, learned a lot about the care, etc. So it was really
what-
interesting.
Breed of horses? What type of horses did they have there?
Oh, full range, anything from thoroughbred to warm bloods to there was some Shetlands, there was some Arabs, the
And that
whole
was an
range.
equivalent college.
It's an equestrian
so like
college.
the equivalent of
Yeah.
Sparshall or
Yes,
somewhere.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And at that time they were only, so the foundation degree in equine sports performance, that was the highest they did, and I wanted to progress further. So I ended up coming back to Wales and then finishing the degree off in Aberystwyth.
Brilliant. So you're very highly qualified in your horse studies.
Yes.
In a whole variety of
Yes,
things.
and then answering your question, in 2016 I wanted again to go back to education, so I went part-time to university and I did a PGCE, so I'm actually a qualified equine lecturer as
Oh,
well.
wow.
So I was working in a local equine college part-time, like once, maybe 2 days a week, and then still doing the tack shop and the teaching as well until I qualified.
So when you did your PGCE,
Yeah,
did you have to go into normal schools and teach as part of
equine
that?
college.
So you just could do it?
Yeah.
I never know whether that qualification you have to sort of take the secondary school or whatever.
So I did the post 14. So that allows me to teach in colleges, etc.
Brilliant.
So so that was really interesting. And then I was looking for a job, and a full-time job came up down in the New Forest. Came down and interviewed, and I got the job, and then I moved down a couple of months later. And then I'm down here now and working still in that place full time, and I do a bit of teaching on the side then as well.
So you see, it's the Fortune Centre
Yeah,
that you
I work
at?
full time at the Fortune Centre. That's right.
Okay, lovely.
And so tell us a bit about, because there's two Fortune Centres, isn't it? Because it always confuses me. There's one in Avon Tyrrell.
Yeah, so the Fortune Centre is just the one place. We've got 2 different sites. So there is the main educational site, which is in Bransgo, and then we've got one of the residential sites over by New Milton.
Right.
Okay.
So Tiptoe, New Milton
Yeah.
area over there.
So where are you based in Branscourt?
Both.
Oh, both.
So both, because
Yeah.
we're resident, we're a 24/7 curriculum. Our students stay with us, so we're fully residential. So I split my time between the both sites.
So it's quite a full-on job then, really.
Yes, it can be quite busy.
And some of it's classroom based and some with the horses?
So it's through equine facilitated education. So we use the stables as the classroom, the hay barns, etc.
Yeah.
So we'll try and do it holistically as possible.
Yeah. How
And
lovely.
use the horses as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because they're such a great tool to use to engage people within education.
Yeah.
And what age range
Absolutely.
are the children?
16 to 25-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So some
16 to
adults
20.
as well then.
Yes, that's
yeah.
right.
See, I've always dreamed, and I don't know whether I'll ever do it, but of having a couple of ponies and taking them to normal schools, because they're so good at helping children. So I always think about these children that are having a horrible time, and you know, teachers now can't give a child a hug, can they? Because it's just
No.
But actually, for a child to be able to go up to a horse and give a horse a hug, which obviously the right horses that are okay with that sort of thing, I just think it's really beneficial.
Yeah, and really therapeutic
Yeah,
as well, isn't it?
and they can kind of offload quite a lot of emotion. I think that it's, you know, these days it's just really hard for teachers to, you know, you've got to be so careful, haven't you? And even with good intentions, actually it's pretty tough now to help some children, whereas an animal going in can really help them.
Absolutely.
And teach them quite a lot of respect and how to look after themselves as well as other animals.
Exactly.
So,
And they also teach them resilience, boundary setting.
yeah, there's a lot of resilience when,
Yeah,
when it comes
absolutely,
to horses,
yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I don't know a lot about the Fortune Centre at all. I've obviously heard about it. So the students that go there, they've had to apply, or is this a special sort of
So it
curriculum for them?
is a specialist college. Like I said earlier on, it's 16 to 25-year-olds, and our students are from SEND, so special education needs. And they come from all over the country. Some students come maybe from abroad as well, and most live with us residentially as well.
And what do they get at the end of it? There's a qualification that
So
they get.
it is a further education through horse mastership qualification at the end. Yeah.
I bet you see some really lovely success stories.
So
coming
the
out of that.
transition from, it's a 3-year course, so kind of starting right at the beginning all the way through. It's
And
really
I'm guessing some of them have got no horse experience when
some
they come.
some don't even know how to maybe lead a horse, ride a horse. Some have got even more experience, have ridden horses or have their own horses. So it can vary quite a lot, yes. But they're all inspired by horses. So.
Yeah. Oh, how lovely.
I imagine that the horses themselves have to be quite special horses as well.
Yes, that's right. So we've got quite a range of horses. We've got everything from miniature Norwegian horses through to Irish drafts.
Yeah.
And they're all put through like a screening process, and we have different yards, etc. And yes, they
I guess they I don't know, I was thinking to myself, actually things like ex-police horses would be great for that sort of thing, wouldn't they? So they go through like a screening process, I guess, in terms of the reactions and how...
Yes, and that's usually done by the yard manager.
Yeah,
That would
is
be,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
So they'll be safe on the ground, I guess, over more than anything.
Brilliant. God, it sounds like a really rewarding job.
It is, it's really amazing.
Yeah,
Really,
how
really
lovely.
amazing.
So with your own horses,
Yep.
because obviously that, I'm guessing that takes up, you do that full time,
Yep.
don't you?
That's right.
Do you get to ride much with your own horses? Or?
A little bit, yeah. on the side, yes. So with my 2 mares, I enjoy hacking mainly, just for pleasure at the moment. I have done a little bit of dressage, etc., and I'm hoping to aim towards that a little bit more coming up. But I'm just enjoying the hacking and the New Forest at the moment and everything that it has to offer.
Yeah. How did they get on with the dreaded crab flies?
I know,
in
I
the
was just
summer?
thinking that.
Yes.
Challenges.
So yeah, I've had a lot of people ask about that, and they've done really, really well, to be honest. When my youngest mare, who I brought down in 2018, Brie, when she first came down, we moved down to Christchurch initially.
Yeah.
And she was like, what on earth is this? And it's taken her a bit of time to come around, where Rosie, who's been down here 2 years, she was a little bit better. She's run around the field a little bit, but they tolerate them.
Yeah.
But I think most horses do just tolerate them,
Yeah.
don't they?
From all of us.
Yeah, and they get used to them. And,
Yeah.
Unless you call Cody and he likes to turn himself inside out. Anyhow. So you keep them close by at where you work, or?
So I keep them down at Lyndhurst area.
Oh, lovely.
So just in the forest.
Yeah.
And I've got a really great hack in out
Yeah.
from my yard as well.
I know we are very lucky. Well, I mean, you were lucky at home as well, weren't you?
Yes,
in Wales as well. But yeah, we are lucky actually.
The hacking in the New Forest is brilliant. They're just so easy to avoid roads, isn't it? I mean, I can't ride directly onto the forest from here, but it's not a very far on the road. But we tend to box out to Janesmore Pond, which is a really lovely easy car park, and then you can literally ride for hours without actually going on a road, which I'm sometimes I get a bit spoiled. I think I don't know. Everyone gets a bit blasé with what they've got doing. I love it when we go and we go to Cranbourne Chase with someone from the group as well, who's kindly sort of guided us around some rides up there, and I'm like, oh, it's lovely riding, and then I forget how nice it is in the forest. It's just
and it's so varied as well, isn't it? It depends on which part you go to, and
no,
really,
we are
really
lucky.
good.
We don't make enough of it. I don't think we sort of get a little bit like stuck in your ways. But actually, you're quite good because you box out to quite a few places, don't you? And hack out.
Yeah, I mean, we tend to go to the same place because of the car parking. Actually,
yeah, I
it's
guess
just
so.
difficult to know if a car park's going to be full. Whereas Janesmore's never full. You can always park there unless it's hunting or something. But some of the park where there's a bit smaller and we're in a big lorry.
Yeah.
I was like paranoia about getting
stuck in the lorry.
Anyway.
Oh dear. Oh no,
But
lovely.
we need to ask a little bit about your sideline of the confidence coaching. I don't know what
so
you call it.
So a couple of years ago, I was hitting a bit of a conundrum where I was out teaching, and I had some clients come to me and they were losing their confidence, and I wasn't able to support them, and I was drawing a blank. So I was looking at ways of how I could help and support people who I was teaching, and I came across Flying Changes Mindset. So I became a Flying Changes Mindset accredited coach.
Sorry, again, interrupting you. Who founded that and set that up then?
It is Jenny Winter-Leach.
I don't know the name, but she's just an instructor, is
she? She's a master mindset coach.
Okay.
So she owns the company Flying Changes Mindset, and she has the
Did you do
I know.
Did you do it me then and go?
I went a little bit blank there. Yeah, definitely. So she owns the company Flying Changes Mindset, and she's got a program of courses for people who want to become coaches and help other people with their mindset concerns.
Purely in the equestrian?
Within the equestrian industry, that's right, yeah. Okay. So then I became an accredited coach, and then it really fascinated me, so I ended up doing the advanced coaching and also somatic trauma-informed coaching, where we work with the person's nervous system as well. Yeah. Which is really, really important.
Gosh.
And that is when it says somatic trauma, do people have had an actual big trauma? Or I guess that can be the case even though you've never had anything in particular go wrong.
So it's more to do with being aware that trauma could be involved, but it's being aware of their nervous system and how their nervous system can react and how to support regulate their nervous system as well.
So
I think there's a lot you could offer our members. You're on our page, aren't you?
I am,
so
yes,
you know that we
right.
sort of set off. We weren't really setting off to target nervous riders
No,
as such,
no,
were
not
we?
at all.
But
just anybody enjoying their
Yeah.
horses.
But actually, you sort of realise that a lot of us, especially as you get older and have had children and had all your sort of demands on all areas of your life, the nerves sort of creep into riding without really realising.
Exactly. And I think the older we do get, there's more things that come up, and if we do have an accident or injure ourselves, what else is it going to affect?
Yeah. No.
You can't afford to be hurt because you've got to feed the children and do the
Yeah.
shopping and wash.
Yeah, so more and more people I was coming across when I was teaching, they were getting nervous, and I wasn't able to support them to problem solve and how to work through it. And by doing this course, I've got some more tools, and I do some one-to-one coaching as well on their mindset. I also work, I'm a neurolinguistic NLP practitioner, neurolinguistic programming. So we work down to root cause level, and then we build back up again.
Right.
So I also, absolutely.
And that is a whole process, isn't it? And it takes time to work through.
Definitely.
And is that like a face-to-face thing that you do with somebody?
So I do it either face-to-face or through Teams, online, etc.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And both with or without horses, I think.
So we would start without the horses and get to the concern.
Yeah.
And then and then we start blending, because I'm a BHS accredited coach. I can start blending those tools and blending it back into the riding situation as well.
Okay, great. Yeah.
So
then you'll go out and give them a lesson and work with them with their anxieties and the horse together.
That's right, yeah. I've also been offering workshops locally as well, the Flying Changes Mindset Workshops, which is a series of 4 workshops. The first one, we talk about confidence. What is confidence? Your comfort zone, etc. And how much should you stretch it?
Yeah.
And then in the second one, we talked about fear. And what is fear? We talk about the nervous system, your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system. What might show up if you were in distress, if you've gone through, if you're feeling safe, if you've gone into fight and flight, if you've gone into freeze, etc. And what could happen if you don't resolve them over the long term. And we discuss points around that, making it very, very horse focused and rider focused as well. My third one is about goal setting and not going down the traditional goal setting line, and just thinking a little bit outside the box and using some tools to establish goals and making them really, really achievable for that person. And then the last one, smashing it when it matters.
I love that title. Smashing it when it matters.
Yes. That is about our performance curve.
Yeah.
And the tools that we can use to do things in the moment as well.
Definitely need a bit of that.
So the workshops, is that these are group-based things, are they?
Yes, they're group-based workshops. They're in person. I've been delivering them locally, so I've been doing them at Dynamo down towards Netley Marsh, and I've also been doing them at Saddle and Soul in Ringwood. I've also done a series at the Fortune Centre as well. I'm also looking at other places such as Romsey, Winchester, but I'm also open to any suggestions.
I know, I think we might have to have a suggestion.
I know,
At the end of it, I'm sure that we could run a Big Brave Pants confidence course, because it can be across the levels, can't it?
Oh, absolutely,
So,
definitely.
I think definitely sign up.
Yeah, I think each and every one of us would, because we all get affected in some shape or form, don't we?
And I can feel growth. I like you saying about growth. I can feel myself getting more confident, which is quite nice. When I definitely first started show jumping at Crofton, when I would be sat outside, I could feel my feet used to do this weird, like, just constantly readjusting in the stirrup.
Yeah.
And that was how my nerves were showing on. I didn't even particularly feel I didn't think that nervous, but my feet would start doing this weird thing, and they don't do that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, small bit of progress. But, you know, there's things like that, isn't there? And
Yeah.
it's just small steps, I think.
And the thing is, our horses are so intuitive and in
Yeah.
tune with you. They can, I mean, they can feel any sort of
Yeah.
different type of energy or nervousness. They just feel it, don't they?
And they usually pick it up before even we sense it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of a rule with, well, Peggy and myself and anyone else, sort of no negative thoughts on the horse.
Yeah.
So you can have a really bad round or whatever, but you can only talk about it and be grumpy about it once the horse is away, because you just think that's not the place, is it? They pick up on things so much. So it's quite hard sometimes when with children growing up, you know, you see them at shows, so you having a screaming habdabs about something, and my children have done that as much as everyone else's. But that, you know, that's something I'm quite strict on. Is like, no, you can shout at me all you like once we're in the house, but not in the yard, not near the horse.
I'll try and remember that.
Yeah, following.
Having the screaming habdabs. I mean, it does happen quite often, to be fair.
And Peggy knows on a ride, because obviously everyone gets emotional, don't they? And I just stop talking if I can feel myself getting a bit frustrated. Just like, right, that's it. I'd have to wait now till I'm off my horse, because he definitely doesn't deserve to have me going on top of him.
Bless him.
Yeah. Anyway, bit off track with confidence. That,
yeah, but no, I think you're right. I think loads of us in the group would be, and lots of people, certainly from that meeting we had at Christmas, you know, listening to people's stories, and
it was a bit of a goal setting.
Yeah.
It was a different sort of approach probably, but we were trying to beat the winter blues really, and I think this last couple of weeks people have really been struggling again, keep getting their mojo, not really having enthusiasm for things. So we sort of met up and tried to sort of think, well, what does everyone want to do? It might be you want to be going on a hack on your own or in a group or whatever by the end of the year, and what steps can you take to get there? You might want to go and jump at a competition by the end of the year, or just go to a clinic, and then just sort of splitting into groups and trying to find some buddies to train with and to sort of support each other in reaching those goals. So we did that, didn't we? But definitely I think nerves are a big part of a lot of people's lives.
Absolutely. And also knowing you're not alone with having nerves.
I think that's why people
I think
really like our group, isn't it?
And having that community, and Big Brave Pants is about that community, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a sort of safe space to admit that you're not always having a great time, or you're not feeling very confident with something, and you know everyone's going to come in and support you, rather than some of the stuff online is not always very nice. So yeah.
So is there can you think of one thing that's an easy thing to do if you're out, I don't know, you're out hacking and all of a sudden you get like a nervous sort of like, oh, I really don't feel great. Is there something quick that people can do? I don't know, like a breathing pattern or something that they can do that you would really help slow down their sort of nervousness? Or
so let's talk about breathing patterns. So focusing it on your breathing, so breathing in for 4 and then out for 6. In for 4, out for 6. You could focus on something in front of you that's coming up, etc.
because I do think sometimes if you do get nervous, then breathing. I mean, I remember having a lesson with Tammy, and she's like, I want you to breathe out as you're about to go over the jump, and that again is the same sort of, because you're having to like as you're going out. So it's sort of, I guess that's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Another good one is feeling your extremities, so feeling the contact on your reins, and feeling the stirrups underneath you, wiggling your toes, etc.
So like literally focusing on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very useful, isn't it? Oh.
So are you
singing? Because that's quite a good one to know. Is that not
singing or humming?
Yeah, it's sort of distraction technique. I don't know.
That when I was a child learning to ride, and I'm still in contact with the lady now who taught me. Her name's Kathy Edwards. So I don't know how old she is now. Definitely would be in her late 70s, I would think, maybe early 80s. And if you're watching this, Kathy, and I've got that wrong, I'm really, really sorry. Yes, she was only 10 when she was teaching me. So, but I used to ride this little pony called Feather, little white pony, and I was a really, really nervous child, just riding. And when she was trying to teach me to canter, I would be on the lead rein, and we would be singing nursery rhymes, and she would be making me sing these nursery rhymes while we were cantering, just to sort of keep my mind off of it and to stop me from screaming. But no, it was
because singing, like you said earlier on, singing helps you to refocus, get you back into your body, back into your mind, and bring yourself down through your nervous system.
I never was nervous as a child. Honestly, I think it was partly because I didn't have a horse. I'd have got on anything. People said, "Do you want to ride that horse?" Yep, I would have got on literally anything. And I think, I don't know when I got nervous. I think it was just the children, and I think I was reading something this week, and it was about nerves, but it's not always nerves. It's just that you're spread very thinly. So it was saying it's not always nerves as such as capacity, and that when you're thinking about, I don't know, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old or something, and your dog and your horses and your husband, that actually it doesn't take very much to use up all of your capacity. So a horse only has to like slightly look at something, and that's it. You can't deal with it. Whereas I suppose when you're a kid, loads of capacity.
That's
really
something
any worries,
we do talk about in my first workshop, the core of confidence. We talk about the slots in your brain, and if you fill them up with too much information or too much stuff, then there's not enough storage left in there, and how it can just overflow and things get too much.
And
I think all my children are grown up now, as yours are, aren't they? And sort of gradually don't have to worry about them so much, which is nice. So I think gradually that the capacity is coming back to be, I can be a bit more selfish, and they can all feed themselves. They'll all get where they're supposed to be without me now. So I can just focus on me and my horse, which is nice.
Because your cup isn't as full as it was previously.
And I don't feel, when you're a mum of little children, you really feel that you need to be there, and you can't have a serious accident and not be there for them. Whereas now, they're all fine without me. If I did end up in hospital for a while back, and they were still a little bit, Peggy was still quite little, but they survived, and now it wouldn't affect anyone so much. I'm still going to try and avoid being in hospital. But
definitely. It's all
you sort of, there's not so many people relying on you, is there? I think as you get a bit older, and you can start to allow yourself to do things a bit more again. I was going to ask you a little bit about menopause, because it comes up quite a lot in our group and in our lives. It's quite a big in the media nowadays, isn't it? Absolutely. But do you do any specific courses on that?
So that's something I'm going to be looking towards in the very near future. There's a few things that I want to do some more training in, and absolutely menopause, because it's quite prevalent, especially 40, 50-year-olds, and I'm getting a lot more people expressing their worries around those ages, and absolutely something I really want to look into.
Because it really does affect your sort of anxiety levels, in all sorts of different ways, as well as lots of other physical things. But the anxiety that sort of comes with it, that would be really good.
And I think the equestrian community is, I don't know what the percentage is, but it must be 90% women, isn't it? And every single woman's going to go through the menopause and have these problems. It needs, it's going to be so beneficial to be able to have things that really address those issues.
Or we'll have to have you back then, and you can talk about the menopause.
Yes, definitely.
And I think I don't want to get to sort of state where everything's blamed on the menopause, and sometimes at the moment it feels like it's over mentioned.
No, but I
And
think
now we're
it's
doing
quite a
that,
good scapegoat. You know, like,
Yeah.
why haven't you done the shopping? Oh, it's the menopause.
Yes.
Why
Blame
haven't you
it for
cleaned the
everything.
house? Well, it's the menopause.
Yeah, but it genuinely does have a big effect, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Which, and you have to be quite brave to get on a horse, I think, to trust an animal that you don't actually speak the same language as, and I don't know how much bigger than they. I don't know, 5 times, 6 times, whatever our size, aren't they? So
exactly. And they've got their own brain, and they've got their own
Yeah.
reactions.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No.
getting the right horse though, I think, is really key,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And
It
I
is,
know
absolutely.
Freya can be.
Yeah, she's
What's the word? Feisty, but you really
Feisty.
trust her, don't you? And you know where you are with her.
I do, because she never does. She's never done anything. Again, touch wood. Really horrific, you know. That's really frightened me. She gets a bit like on her toes and a bit opinionated about things, but nothing. She doesn't ever explode or anything like that. So, yeah, I think it's getting to know your horse as well, isn't it? And getting that partnership, which comes into like when you're doing your coaching, your sort of mindset sort of coaching, and then you're bringing that into giving them a lesson and bringing the two together.
Definitely.
It's building that partnership, isn't
It's
it?
building that rapport, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
With that horse. And I'm doing quite a lot of work with a few people at the moment, and we're doing a lot of groundwork and knowing what's in that person's comfort zone, and also what's in the horse's comfort zone as well, and getting to know the horse on the ground before we bring anything.
Yeah.
Do you
together.
ever have to say to people, I don't think you and this horse are the right pairing, because it often is not the right pairing.
And sometimes it just feels like an awkward conversation to have.
I don't think,
at
most
times.
people don't want to hear that, really, do they? Because we all love our horses, but sometimes it's just not right for. It's not nice for a horse to be with an owner where it's not the right combination, because things are always going wrong for both. Then,
Yes.
so, but it's not an easy conversation to have, I don't think, is it?
And having that really honest conversation can be difficult. For both parties, but like you said, it does need to happen. And if you want your riding to move forward and you're thinking of the horse's welfare, your welfare, etc., those are the conversations that you do need to have.
I've had to do it a few times, and I think I ideally no one would ever sell a horse. You'd all buy a horse, keep them for life, but for various reasons that isn't always practical. But actually sometimes it's not the best thing. But then I always, if I have to say that to someone, I think the conversation is then how you can do that and have a clean conscience about that horse's future by making sure that you're really honest when you sell it, and do your best to find it a home that is then going to be a good fit. Because I think there's always someone for every horse. There's very few horses that are so, I'm going to say damaged rather than bad, because it's usually a human's fault somewhere along the road, isn't it? That's meant that they've got issues or pain or something. So anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. But
it is a difficult conversation, but I agree. Although I guess sometimes it might actually be a sigh of relief for that person, because they might be thinking, I really don't think this is a great partnership, but I'm a really bad person if I sell this horse, and I must keep going. And then if somebody outside or a professional says to you, I think you need to consider that this is perhaps not the right pairing, and perhaps we could look at finding a different partnership for the horse and a different partnership for you. They might be like, oh, thank God, because actually I thought I was the only one feeling that. And I guess if you're feeling that, then the horse is feeling it as well, isn't it? So I guess for some people it might actually be a sigh of relief.
And it'll show up in that partnership as well, won't it?
Yeah. Oh, it sounds brilliant. So, obviously we'll have a chat about, perhaps doing something for Big Brave Pants. But if people want to get in contact with you, Emma, and book some sessions with you, how can they do that?
So they can do it through social media. I have a Facebook page, Emma Roderick, Coaching and Mindset. That's my business page. I'm also on the BHS accredited coaches website as well.
Brilliant.
I've got a question as well, actually, as to whether you've ever lost your confidence or had horses that have made you.
Oh, absolutely. So when I was younger, I've had quite a few injuries. So I fractured my pelvis, I've broken my elbow, and there's been instances where I haven't ridden for quite a long time, and going back on the horse, and you've got that impending doom feeling and that sinking feeling inside of you, and I don't want to put that foot in the stirrup. Even when I go up into the mountain block, and you're physically shaking, not wanting to go there, and then you psych yourself up and you get on and you're worried and you want. I've absolutely been there, and you have that sigh of relief when you get off and it's like, oh my gosh, I've actually done it, but I had to push myself through it. It's not a nice feeling.
No.
It's not a nice feeling at all, and nobody should have to experience that. And there are better ways than just holding your breath and just pushing your way through. But yeah, I've absolutely had that.
So I can remember people when I was younger, people who didn't ride would say, "Aren't you worried about falling off?" And I could honestly say to them, "Never even give it a thought. Never." When I got on horses when I was growing up in early 20s, I never thought about falling off. I did fall off, but it never went on to the next ride. And then I think I didn't hurt myself falling off actually, but I did hurt myself quite badly with horses. And after that, I definitely used to think about falling off or think about hurting myself. I think I've got past it mostly, but I cannot get on my daughter's horse. I don't know. As soon as I'm on him, I have that doom.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with him. I let her. She rides him. Yeah. I love him, but I've ridden him a few times, and I just feel like something's going to go wrong at any minute.
Yeah.
It's totally irrational.
So having that one-to-one coaching, mindset coaching would really benefit you, where we can go down into the reasons why. Yeah. And getting down to that root cause, and then the things that have shaped that feeling. And
I mean, I've bashed my face.
Yeah.
I've had him and me. I've bashed my lip on him actually this week. But when we hadn't had him long, I got on him on a New Year's Day. It was a lovely start to the new year because he shot sideways and somehow collided with my face with his neck. I think I probably did fracture my cheekbone and had a very odd jaw feeling for quite a long time. Massive bruised face. And that since then, I just think that's going to happen all the time. And he doesn't. I wouldn't let Peggy ride him if I thought that he was going to do that particularly. But that's the kind of incident. I wouldn't like to say I felt massively comfortable on him before that, but
since then. Because that's really interesting, because we cover that in the second workshop. About how the past experiences can affect us in the future. So that's one of the tools and one of the things we really cover in quite depth in that second workshop. Fear less, ride more.
I don't get on many. As I say, I used to get on anything, but now I'm not. People sometimes say, "Would you ride him?" No. Nope. I can help you ride your horse. I don't want to sell that one. Thanks. But anyway, we're going to get. I'm going to come on the course and hopefully get past that, because I'd like to ride him. He's a nice horse. But I trust my horse implicitly, as you know. And he arrived as a 4-year-old, and I got on him, and I just felt I've always felt safe on him. So it does. You do get a vibe straight away, I think, from some horses. I do sit on some other. I'm totally happy on Freya. She's lovely.
Well, I did nag you, didn't I?
But sometimes I don't want to get on someone's course because I don't think I'm going to ride it very well, and I don't want to show myself up. Sometimes it's because I think I'm scared. But
you do.
Lovely.
Yeah,
she is lovely.
Rides her beautifully. I just like watching. I'm watching you ride. Oh dear.
So have you got any goals with your horse? I suppose that's another question.
So it's just, at the moment, it's just to enjoy them and enjoy the
That's a very
forest,
good goal, isn't it?
and anything beyond that currently. I might change that goal in the future potentially, but it's just enjoying them, getting and building our partnerships even more
Yeah.
at the
So,
moment.
because I was saying beforehand as well that you're on the Chilworth Riding Club
I
committee.
am, yes.
So do you run things for them or get involved
So
with any of that?
I'm part of the committee, and last year I did a couple of sessions at Woodingtons, and we did pole work to grid work sessions, and they were progressive sessions, and I'm hoping to do a few more this year as well.
You were talking about, what was it, the working equitation?
Yeah, so Chilworth run work and equitation sessions. They've also got some lateral workshops as well, and they've got some visiting instructors coming in as well.
So working equitation, is it different to track? I never knew all it there.
Yes. So there's another person who deals with that specifically, the work and equitation.
Yeah,
That's very fascinating.
it is. I watch lots of videos on that and think, oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's not my area of expertise, I'm afraid.
Well, it's hard to be an expert on everything, isn't
Yeah.
it? And I don't know anything about trek and that sort of thing. I've had a go at most of the core equestrian things, but not those. But they do.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So, Becky,
Yes.
I believe you have got a product of the week.
Well,
Have you
yes,
got a
it's
story to go
Well,
with
I've
it
sort
as
of
well?
half told the story
Yeah.
because it was Blue and the head collision, and it wasn't his fault at all this time. We came out and we did our late night checks, and I was stood outside his stable giving him some treats. Peggy was inside his stable. She opened his door. He went like that to get his head out of the way of the door, and his head collided with my lip, and there was quite a lot of blood. I ran inside and I could see blood on my hands. Anyway, split my lip, which has been quite sore.
Yeah.
And I've been using this. It's actually hand balm, but it's lemon. I'll put my glasses on to read it. The Great British Bee Company Citrus Hand Balm. So it's made of beeswax.
Oh.
And it is hand balm, but I've been using it like a lip balm, and it's actually been really soothing because it's, you know, when you've got a sore lip and it almost heals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, some on your hands.
Thank you.
So it's quite good for horsey hands.
Oh
for
yeah,
a bit of a
smells
barrier.
nice. Yeah.
Use my peeling off nail varnish.
I know. Oh gosh, it's quite oily as well, isn't it? With the
Thank you.
Like some. Nice.
it's got like a lemon
I
oil
got
to
it a
it.
while ago at Winchester Market, but I imagine they are online. If you
Yeah.
really wanted some, but
So what's it
it's a
called
sort
again?
of slightly waterproof barrier because it's like beeswax. It's
Actually, your hands in the winter take a right old
they
battering,
do,
don't
yeah.
they?
I mentioned Ellie's hand cream again, actually, if people need hand cream. But,
Yeah.
this is a good alternative. And it does stay as a nice kind of barrier for quite a while.
Oh, it's quite
smells
nice.
nice as well.
Oh,
We
yeah,
do
it
a
does.
lavender one. This is a lemony one, but yeah.
And it's called, the company's called again?
I can't read it again now. The Great British Bee Company. GreatBritishBeeCo.com.
Very
A little
nice.
bit of marketing for them. But yeah, I mean, I've had this pot quite a while, so it lasts quite well. But I do also use it on my sore lip, which is getting slightly better. But you feel like I feel like at the moment that all people see, it's a bit better today, is the lip.
And before they see it, the lip comes around the corner and then Becky comes after it.
Yeah. So, but it's always Blue's head and my face
Right.
that come off.
He's just a bit clumsy, is he?
I don't know what he is. He's a numpty. That's what we
Right.
call him generally in life.
He's a clumsy numpty, bless him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is beautiful. He's beautiful. Okay, so I think that's a bit of a wrap. So thank you so much, Emma, for coming. And they can find you on Facebook.
Yes, that's right.
Excellent. So just before we go, I would like to just remind everybody that we are on YouTube, and we would love you to like, subscribe, follow,
and watch our lovely shorts. That
yes,
we're trying
our
to
lovely
do.
shorts, yeah, and share with as many people as you possibly can. And we're also on Spotify as well. So again, the same thing. I can't remember if it's follow or subscribe, but one or the other, on Spotify as well. And that leaves me to say, Emma, thank you so much, and keep putting on your big brave pants.
Thank you,
you.
and thank you for inviting me today.
Oh, you're very
welcome.
welcome.
Thank you.
Clip-clop dreams in a dusty dance. Hooves hit the ground like a brave romance. Through the wire, through the breeze, big brave pants riding with ease. Big brave pants trot to the beat. Step by step, it's a rhythmic feat. Brave and bold, no second glance. Saddle up tight in your big brave pants. Gallop through fields, let the rhythm sway. Every hoofbeat says we'll find our way. Tick-tock, clip-clop, onward we prance. Living the dream in big brave pants. Big brave pants trot to the beat. Step by step, it's a rhythmic feat. Brave and bold, no second glance. Saddle up tight in your big brave pants.